there, dog lovers. We are in Albuquerque, New Mexico this week. We're staying with my parents. That's why the background is a bit different than it usually is.
Yeah, we can't wait to show you around Albuquerque and take you to all the best spots for a dog, so keep watching.
Stay tuned. Oh my god. Look at this.
Oh, hey. Get her! So the Museum of Albuquerque actually offers they're not really dog tours, they're walking tours. For us that means a dog tour. Museum's literally just over there, and then the entrance to Old Town is right here. We're going to go do our own little walking tour and check it out. But yeah, you definitely got to spend a day in Old Town. There's plenty to do and pretty dog friendly.
Right now we're in the plaza in Old Town. There's always old, really cool cars. There's usually some live music. It's actually a good vibe here today. There's some meetings going on, and we've seen lots of doggos, and we have some people selling jewelry, so it's pretty cool. Pretty cool vibe here. And dogs are always allowed in the outdoor areas, which is great.
Lots of old buildings. I'm sure the Albuquerque Museum will give you a better tour than we will, but we still think it's definitely worth coming along, even if the tour's not on. Just next to Old Town is this really nice park.
It's beautiful.
We're not 100% on the pronunciation, but it's literally right across the road from the museum and right across the road from the entrance to Old Town. You know, you could have a picnic at the park, and then someone could go walk over to the shops and do some browsing of the shops at Old Town, and someone could stay with the dog, or
even go into the museum, which is right next door.
Yeah, and the outdoor museum sculpture garden is right there too. So just in this real little short area, you know, there's lots of things for you and your dog to kind of have a bit of a day trip. One of our favourite things about Albuquerque with the dog is the hiking. We're at Elena Gallegos open space area, which is just a beautiful open area in the desert.
It's our favorite trail. One of the reasons it's our favorite trail is because so many cactuses and beautiful bunnies and lizards along here, so we love it. Look at this view.
One of my favorite things about this trail is that you start off in the total desert environment, and then you go up into the kind of forest environment.
These little pine cones shed piñons, and you can eat them. Gonna eat it.
I think you meant to clean them and roast them.
Now Tom's worried he's gonna get bubonic plague.
What?
Do you feel like you have bubonic plague?
Starting to get the chills.
Uh-oh.
Just remember, when you're hiking in the desert, obviously there's always tons of cactus. The first time we took Alaska hiking in the desert, she'd never been, so she'd just go off the trail and run around like she was running on the beach. She quickly learnt the hard way, but just be mindful, check your dog's paws all the time if it's their first time. And there's this stuff called cheat grass. I don't know a ton about it, but it goes into their paws and it can work their way into their system and they can get really infected with it. There's a lot of horror stories about that. A lot of vets talk about that, so just make sure you're aware of what's in the surroundings where you're hiking. Another awesome dog-friendly thing in Albuquerque is the Bosque. The Bosque is this really nice area down by the river, which is the Rio Grande, and there's just miles and miles of bike paths, and a lot of the time it's shaded by cottonwood and pepper trees and stuff, so it's pretty beautiful. But yeah, we're going to go ride it today. Hopefully Alaska doesn't go into the other side of the bike path. That's my biggest concern, because it's a pretty serious kind of bike path.
We got out a bit late today. We didn't sleep well, so it's gonna be hot, but it'll be great still. Ready? Let's rock.
Bike riding the Bosque, not too bad. It's beautiful here. We took a little turn off one of the paths down to get down to the water, and we've kind of just come across a walking track, which is not exactly friendly for the bikes, but super overgrown. We're trying to see the Rio Grande. It's not as easy as we thought it would be. Honestly, we've never thought the river is that pretty in Albuquerque. I'm sure there's places where it looks a lot nicer, but you know, it's a big river, so it's come a long way. Lots of mud and sediment.
My favorite part of the Bosque is all the beautiful animals that people have along the way. There's some burros and horses and alpacas and llamas, and it's really awesome to check them out, and they seem to be having a great life, which is awesome.
All along the Bosque, there's a lot of ponds and just a lot of really great habitats for birds, migratory birds. So they have, especially love to see the cranes when the cranes are here, and there's lots of swans and ducks and all those kind of things. And they have these, I'll show you, they have these blinds set up along next to the bike path, and yeah, it's a good way to watch the wildlife. Not too many out there today. Alrighty, well, we're done with our ride down here. There's literally 20 miles of bike riding, but we just did a few miles.
We got out too late, so Alaska's pretty hot, and her battery's drained, the camera's battery's drained, and our batteries are drained.
Yep, we'll see you at the next place in Albuquerque.
See ya. We're at our favorite dog park in Albuquerque, the North Domingo Baca park, and it has a glorious dog park that we'll show you. But the best thing about it is lots of walking trails, lots of playgrounds, just a good vibe here with beautiful views of the sandias. And it's great for the dogs. We actually came on a day where there's not many dogs around, but Alaska's still gonna have fun because it's such a big park. I mean, it's a big park for in the middle of town, but there's lots of room for her to run and chase other doggos. Not too much happening in the dog park today. It's pretty empty. What's also great about this dog park is that there is a small dog park as well, which is pretty big. So we don't ever go there, but it's still a big space for the small dogs, which sometimes the small dog parks are really small, but this one's a huge park, and then the small doggos get their space too.
One of our criteria for an awesome dog park is having plenty of places for the humans to sit and for the dogs to cool off. So
and shade.
Yeah,
Shade's so
that's
key.
what's great about this park is it's got these little shelters and all of the shelters have shade, so it's
And
great.
there's lots of buckets of water for the doggos that are filled constantly. We've seen people fill them up, and there's a freshwater hose just over there, so we know that it's fresh, clean water, and they're everywhere. So we're never worried about Alaska.
Yeah, the people who come here, for the most part, are pretty responsible dog owners too, which is obviously very important. At least that's been our experience here. This is what we would call a ghost park at the moment. There's literally no one here, and Alaska is not impressed. Well, this was an absolute flop, but hopefully you guys could at least see what the park is like. It's obviously really big. It's made of this like dust and like sawdust chips, which is pretty forgiving on the dogs. Heaps of space, and honestly, usually, literally any time of the day, there'll be 4 or 5 dogs here. But I feel like a liar right now, but I swear that's true. Anyways, we hope you guys have enjoyed Albuquerque with the dog. There is plenty to do here. So if you're in the Albuquerque area and you have any questions, just let us know.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe.
So we can keep making them.
Next time you see us, I think we'll be in Arizona somewhere.
San Diego, no?
Sedona, I think.
Sedona.
We'll see. Let's see. Wait and see. Thanks, guys. Bye.